Hey y'all, how everybody doing? Jack Squad, YouTube family, what's going on? Don't forget to make it happen for yourself. Hey y'all, I still got t-shirts now. I'm always have t-shirts, I said that before. T-shirts, make it happen for yourself, $20, all right? Email me and I'll give you all the information. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And all of my social media information is down in the description box, as well as my email and my Cash App if you choose to donate to my channel. Hey, y'all, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite shows, and that is Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, I told you I wasn't going to watch it, but I ended up watching it, right? This last episode was very well, but also it was heartwarming, it was touching, it was sad, it was a lot of things. And I'm going to tell you why it was exceptionally sad for me. Because one of my close sisters has been diagnosed with cancer. Maybe I shouldn't even say it. But anyway, and you know, the day that Saturday when I watched is when I found out a few hours before that. So when they were sitting around the table talking, I know I'm jumping ahead. When they were sitting around the table talking about the love they have for each other and how they come together, and some of them were crying, I was crying too, because I was thinking, and this is the reason why I didn't want to watch, but we're gonna have, I'm gonna have to watch it, even though I watch it on social media, and she seems to be doing okay, right? But these heartfelt moments is the reason why I said I didn't want to watch, right? But anyway, you know, Marceau cooked dinner for Kimmy at her house, at her and Maurice's house. Marceau cooked dinner, and matter of fact, it was all the men, Marceau, Maurice, and I think Martel chipped in too, right? Kimmy looked beautiful. She looked absolutely beautiful. And I was shocked that, you know, because I thought it was just going to be the Scotts. Maurice, Kimmy, Marceau, and Tisha. And then Martel came. And then a few minutes later, Mel came, right? I have to say, I commend them for continuously filming together, Mel and Martel, right? I think that's a hard task to do, right? But anyway, they were all sitting around the table, laughing and talking like old times. What I don't understand, y'all, for the life of me, and when I look at Twitter or any other social media, some people are saying Mel's being a fake one. Some people saying Tisha I said myself Tisha was being fake. And Mel's being fake. And I just think Tisha's reciprocating the fake. That's what I think. But when I was watching it yesterday, and so it started with Marceau and Tisha having a date, right? They both looked good. I think they wear black. Yeah, they wear black. And Marceau, see, you know, even though I like Marceau much more than I did the very first season, as soon as I get to liking him, he seems like to me he gaslights Tisha. And then he brings her to tears. Like, I don't like that. And that triggers me, because that's what my ex do. You don't see the tears, but you can hear the tears. You can feel the tears, right? And then he acts like he's not doing nothing wrong, and he don't know what Tisha talking about. When you are a couple, when you are a union, when you are a team, when you are a pair, you have to be united. That's number one. You have to be united, right? And in that unification, you discuss things with your partner. Now, he tells, they're sitting at the bar, and he tells her, "Oh, babe, you're looking beautiful." I don't never really hear him say that. And He's telling her how good he looking. It's going well. I'm like, oh, that's so nice, right? Listen, I'm telling you, it triggered me because my ex used to do the same for me. We looking good, everything's going well, and he would say something so stupid and outrageous and outlandish to bring me to tears or make me want to punch him in his eye or take a tooth out and ruin the whole good time. So they're talking, and he says, oh, by the way, Mel's coming. Now, you know they don't get along. He said, well, I thought y'all had made up. I thought y'all was cool. They was in Florida. She said, I'm cordial with her. I'm cordial. Marceau proceeded to pretend like he didn't understand what level of cordial Tisha meant. He said, well, we played the games. We was this and that. And at first I was going with him. I said, well, you know, men don't understand all the time. But as she was trying to explain, he overtalked her and cut her off. Right? She said, if someone has declared me an enemy, you don't take a meeting with them without telling me first. He didn't see anything wrong with it. Now, I'm going to tell you what I thought was odd, because I don't understand why he called Mel, because it had nothing to do with Mel, what he called her over there for. And what he's doing is perpetuating the myth that Marceau likes Mel. He even said that on the green screen or whatever you call it, right? So Tisha was sitting there trying to explain her point. And then he said, so now that you the jealous wife, that gaslit her. And she said, now you, and I thought she was getting ready to hit him because you're a cuss. And she was like, you know, I ain't jealous of nobody, and this and that and that and that and that. And the look in her eyes. What happened was, now that I'm thinking about it, she was very firm on what she was talking about. She was standing on it. He felt that, and he decided to break her. Listen, y'all, my ex used to do that to me, right? And I'm the strong woman. He would do that to me. He's the only person that has ever did that to me and will ever do that to me, right? And because he couldn't get his point across, he broke her. So once she started crying, see, this is the thing. If you're with your mate, the person that love you and you love them, and they start having an emotion, my instinct, and I think anyone's instinct, is to grab them and hug them. Let them know it's all right, babe, I'm sorry. He did not do that. He watched her melt. And then he talked over her and got up and said, I don't want to talk to you, and left out. And left her sitting there with her feelings. So wrong, so mean, so gaslighting, so narcissistic of him, right? And this is what he does to Tisha. I saw it step by step. And it was, if I was a therapist or I had went to school for this, but I was in the school of it. I lived it, right? And I watched it and was like, oh my God, right? Even though he does nice things. And, you know, I thought so good of the show when it first came on, because he said, you know, we have continued, since therapy, we have continued to have date night, whether it's in the day or the night. We have day date, night date. We continue to do that. And he said, on the green screen, he said, I used to put the dates, make the dates, try to fit the dates into my life. He said, now I fit the life into my dates. Like, dating is a priority. And I was like, okay, Marceau, look at the growth. Then they have the date and he ruined it. That's what they do. When I tell y'all it is the weirdest, I had never experienced nothing like that in my whole life. Didn't understand it. Now that I'm have more information about narcissism, and I'm watching it and I'm seeing it, I see it, right? So then when he came back in, Tisha said, no more date. I'm going to get my kids. That's what he wanted. So then he ended it with a back-ended compliment, which is what they do. He said, see, that wouldn't have happened if you wasn't so thick or something like that, you know. Nobody wants to be complimented after you done hurt their feelings. I'm telling you, my ex used to do that, right? Until I stopped it. But at any rate, they go to, before that, or was it after that? I can't remember. Anyway, Martell had a meeting with the other guy, the guy that was him and Mel's friend. Him and his wife was Mel's friend. He's also in the business. And I want to say he was a pastor. I can't remember, but it seemed like he was a pastor too, or something. Anyway, he sees Martell and says he needs to talk to Marceau because Marceau done put him in some stuff. And I'm looking like, what stuff, man? What stuff? He said he was in Atlanta with Marceau, but that meeting only lasted a couple of hours. And then he didn't see him anymore. Now, so they flash back at the beginning of the show to Wanda. I was like, oh, Lord, Wanda going to be on this show. Flashback to Wanda saying, was that your back? And you was in Atlanta. What was you doing? Blah, blah, blah from last season. So it looks like, y'all, Marceau is still in hot water about whatever it is he did in Atlanta. And somebody took a picture of his back. I don't know what he did, right? So that's going to come up. I thought they was going to do it. I thought they were going to do it today. I mean, yesterday when the show aired, right? But they didn't show it. So that's we got to see. That's upcoming, right? So Marceau was not with that man, but a little bit, right? So anyway, they go to the house and they're cleaning and cooking, and it looked like they made pasta and spaghetti or something like that. And it was a good time. And they were sitting around the table. And what I like about Kimmy is Martell said it best. He said, Kimmy's a sweetheart, and she is. Very level-headed, right? Very think about what she's saying before she says it. And so she said, well, I brought you all here. You know, we've always gotten along. We are the core, so on and so forth, about how much love they have for each other, so on and so forth. And then she said, well, I brought you all here to tell you all that I have breast cancer. I'm in treatment, ... And the look on Martell and Mel's face was the same look of Tisha and Marceau. So, you know, you see the love. They just got infighting, right? And I was on Twitter today, and Mel was saying things about Kimmy, you know, nice things about Kimmy. You know, Kimmy gonna beat this. I'm praying for you, so on and so forth, right? So, like again, Kimmy looked beautiful, and they had a good dinner. And then Marceau invites. They have the meeting with Mel. And he said, well, you know, we had said that we was going to not keep each other's names out of social media. He went on and on that it wasn't making any sense. And then he started talking about her mother. She said, well, no, get to the part where it concerns me. Marceau doesn't like a woman like, I mean, he loves her, I'm sure, because they're friends. He doesn't necessarily like a woman like Mel because Mel is going to be straight to the point, no chasing. He can talk around and through Tisha, and she knows it, but she don't know how to combat it, right? She said, no, talk about what concerns me. And he said, well, Van, and I forget what his brother's name is. He said, no, that don't have nothing to do with me, about me. And he said, well, I just was letting you know what's going to happen, what's coming up. Because I guess he was trying to say, my brother is going to keep talking. We've tried to talk to him. He's going to keep talking on social media. I think that's what he was trying to say. When they showed the green screen, Mel said he could have told me this over the phone. This did not require a meeting, right? She said, if he had told me what we was going to talk about, I would have told him no thanks. It was all stupid. It really was all stupid, y'all. So, I don't know what that was, but the look in his eye. See, I don't know, right? But the look in his eye was a funny look. I don't know if it was because he couldn't pull the wool over Mel's eye. Do he really like Mel? Is he sexually attracted to Mel? Like, I don't know what it was, right? It was a look, though. So, anyway, we got to look forward to... See, because we know what already happened, it's hard to really watch this because we know what happened through social media, right? Next week, Mel's not going to let him in. And he ain't understanding because everything was good. Now you don't let me in. But I also saw the clip, like many of you, that Marceau said as long as he was dating down, she was fine with it. Dating up, regarding Sheree, she don't like that. And that could be it. You know, because you don't want to be with nobody, but you don't want them to be with other people either, I guess. I don't know, right? So we'll see. Like I said, it looks good. I can still watch it, but this was a sad episode for me, especially with my friend going through what she's going through. This ain't like a friend. This is like my sis, right? Yeah. So anyway, I just threw myself off. Anyway, y'all, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, that's all I can say about that. That's that on that, y'all. Everybody,